Ever had that one colleague? The one who's a bona fide saint when the boss is around? But the moment their back is turned, the halo vanishes and the horns come out? You're not imagining it. And you're not crazy. You might just be dealing with a workplace psychopath. Now, hold on. Before you picture someone from a horror movie, let's be clear. We're not talking about axe-wielding maniacs. We're talking about the high-functioning, subclinical psychopath. The kind that thrives in a suit and tie, not a prison jumpsuit. These individuals are key components of what psychologists call the Dark Triad. The triad consists of 3 overlapping personality traits: narcissism, or an inflated sense of self-importance; Machiavellianism, which is a cynical and manipulative approach to life; and the focus of our video today, psychopathy, characterized by a profound lack of empathy, impulsivity, and a craving for stimulation. While all 3 are bad news, the psychopath in the office is a uniquely destructive force. They don't just climb the ladder, they burn it behind them for everyone else. The problem is, they're incredibly hard to spot. They're masters of disguise, but not impossible. So let's unmask them. Here are 3 telltale signs you're working with a corporate psychopath. Sign number 1. They are pathological liars and masters of gaslighting. A normal person lies to avoid trouble or gain an advantage. A psychopath lies because it's Tuesday. They lie about big things. Yes, I definitely sent that report when they haven't even started it. And they lie about small, pointless things. My uncle invented the stapler. Why? To create a world of their own making, where they control the narrative. This constant lying serves a darker purpose: gaslighting. They make you question your own sanity. Imagine this. On Monday, your colleague Alex tells you via chat, "Let's push the deadline for the Miller project to Friday." On Wednesday, your boss asks for an update. You say it's on track for the new Friday deadline. Alex, who is also there, looks at you with complete, baffled innocence. "Friday? I never said that. I was very clear it was due today, on Wednesday. I even worried you might be getting overwhelmed." Suddenly, you're the one who looks incompetent and unreliable. Alex is the responsible one, concerned for your performance. They rewrite history in real time and are so convincing they make you doubt what you saw with your own eyes. So, what do? First, become a meticulous record keeper. Your memory is the crime scene, and you need evidence. Follow up verbal conversations with an email. "Hi Alex, just to confirm our chat, we're moving the deadline to Friday." Create a paper trail they can't erase. And second, do not argue with their version of reality. Don't say, "But you said..." You can't win. They have a black belt in mental gymnastics. Instead, calmly state the facts based on your records. "My notes show we agreed on Friday." No emotion, no accusation, just data. Sign number 2. They possess a superficial, predatory charm. Corporate psychopaths are often incredibly likable at first. They're masters of the first impression. They mirror your body language, remember your kids' names, and compliment you on that report you worked so hard on. But this charm is a tool, like a scalpel. It's not genuine warmth. It's a calculated performance to assess your usefulness, your weaknesses, and to gain your trust. Their empathy is purely cognitive, not emotional. They can read a room and know the right things to say, but they don't feel anything for you. It's like a computer running an empathy.exes program. It executes the script, but there's no soul behind it. You'll notice it in the inconsistencies. They'll be incredibly warm and attentive to a senior manager, hanging on their every word. Then, the second the manager leaves, they'll turn to the janitor or an intern with a face of stone-cold indifference. The mask drops when the audience is no longer important. Watch their eyes. Often, their smile won't quite reach them. It's a phenomenon sometimes called reptilian stare. A brief, predatory coldness that flashes before the charming mask is put back on. So how do you handle this? First, trust your gut. If someone feels off despite being perfectly nice, don't dismiss that feeling. Your intuition is a powerful data processor. Second, observe them over time and in different contexts. Don't judge by their words to you. Judge by their actions and how they treat those who have no power over them. And finally, maintain strong professional boundaries. Don't overshare personal information. To them, your vulnerabilities are not points of connection. They are ammunition. Sign number 3, they are agents of chaos and thrive on control. A stable, harmonious workplace is boring to a psychopath. They have a low tolerance for boredom and an insatiable need for stimulation and power. So they create chaos. They will subtly pit colleagues against each other, start rumors, and then sit back and watch the show with a bag of popcorn. They might tell Sarah that Tom was critical of her presentation, and then tell Tom that Sarah is trying to take credit for his work. The goal? To destabilize the environment. In a chaotic system, people are insecure and easier to manipulate. And often, the chaos creator is the one who steps in to solve the problem, making them look like a hero. This isn't just about drama, it's a control tactic. They control the flow of information, they control relationships, and they control perceptions. They'll also use information hoarding. They'll forget to copy you on a crucial email, or forget to mention a key detail in a meeting, giving them an advantage and making you look bad. How do you survive this? First, refuse to play the game. When they try to draw you into gossip, give a non-committal response and change the subject back to work. Wow, that sounds complicated. Anyway, about the Q3 report. Starve them of the emotional reaction they crave. Second, build strong, direct relationships with your other colleagues. Don't rely on the suspected psychopath as an intermediary for information. If you hear something strange, go directly to the source. Hey Tom, Alex mentioned you had some concerns about my presentation. I'd love to hear your feedback directly. So let's recap the survival strategy. It's a simple acronym. ODD, observe, document, disengage. Observe their patterns, not just their words. Look for the inconsistencies in how they treat people. Document everything of consequence. Create a paper trail that establishes a factual baseline of reality. Disengage from the drama. Do not feed their need for chaos and emotional reactions. Become as boring as a grey rock. The most important thing to understand is this. You cannot fix them. You cannot make them see the error of their ways. Their brain is fundamentally wired differently. Your goal is not to cure them, but to protect yourself. It's about building a psychological firewall to protect your career, your reputation, and most importantly, your sanity. Recognizing these patterns is the first, most powerful step. It moves you from confusion to clarity, from self-doubt to self-preservation. You can't change the players in the game, but by understanding the rules they play by, you can choose not to be a pawn.